My name's Mabel, also known as, my name's Rana, but also known as Mabel. That's my social media name. People always ask me, like, where did I get that name from? And it was from an English professor back in college. When he started class, he had a lot of Korean students. I'm not sure why he decided to let everyone choose their own names. I'm pretty sure he can pronounce Korean names, but I don't know. He gave us like a sheet of paper and said, all right, everyone just pick a name. You're gonna go by that name for the rest of the semester. And I was like,
Mabel wasn't even Korean?
No, it's a French name.
Oh,
and
wow.
The professor was American.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty international.
Such a mix.
Mr. Worldwide. So I looked at the paper and I was like, I could just say Rana and just move on with my life. But you know, new chapter, first year in Korea, I just wanted something new. And I just picked Mabel. Everyone started calling me Mabel.
Yeah.
I changed the name on my Instagram page, and that's just how it is now.
You speak pretty good English, mashallah. So how did that start?
I did attend an international school.
Nice.
When I was little. I grew up in Saudi Arabia. I would say growing up with an older sister, like pretty close in age, really helped me like develop my conversational skills because you always had someone to talk to. If I was an only child and I was speaking Arabic with my parents, I wouldn't have had that good of an English.
Why is it when someone speaks good English, they went somewhere? Didn't grow up in Egypt? What's the reason?
Know.
Is our education that bad?
I don't think so. I think that's not the main focus to like have good English skills, is it? We barely had any teachers from...
We barely had a teacher in class.
No. We did have teachers, thank God, but we barely had any teachers from like an English-speaking country, like Australia, America, the UK.
I see.
Most of them were from Pakistan and India, or Sri Lanka. And they spoke good English, but they weren't from English-speaking countries.
What did you study in college?
Fine arts.
And how do you apply this now?
I don't. It's pretty sad because all I want to do is just make art in my room, but you gotta make money.
All you wanted to do was to create art, but now you're rich and famous, sadly.
I'm not rich and famous. Maybe no.
And you travel.
I don't use the F word. The famous word really ticks me off. I would say just my face is recognizable.
You don't drop any F-bombs.
No F-bombs here.
How about the R word?
The R word? What do you mean?
Rich.
Oh, okay. You caught me up. I'm like, are we gonna do this now? Am I gonna get canceled?
That's what you're saying. Famous and rich. F
right.
and R.
F and R. Yeah, we don't use those words.
So let's talk about the things that you can do very well.
Wait, are you asking me about my skills?
Yeah.
I can act. I did take acting classes back in 2022. I can tap dance. Do you know tap dancing?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I started.
I feel like it's a dead art.
Yeah, because it started like back in the 20s or something, and then
How about other business skills?
I'm pretty good with communicating with clients, communicating with my bosses, and problem-solving skills. I don't know if that's a good skill or a bad skill, but I'm pretty pretty bossy.
I see.
Yeah, in the workplace, because I like to go things my way. I know that my way has proved to be successful. I know
that sounds mean.
It's not mean. If you know the way to success, why would you take another way?
Would you call yourself an intellect?
An intellect?
Are you more intellectual than physical?
No.
Are you more physical than intellectual? Like you do any sports?
I do tap dancing pretty much every day.
Tell me 5 other things that you like doing.
I like eating food. Pretty much a foodie. And...
K-food.
K-food, yes. K-food. K-cuisine.
E-food.
Egyptian food. I love Egyptian food. I'm like having the time of my life right now on this vacation. Watching movies and listening to music.
Yeah, but pretty basic, I have to say. Like, I like eating, I like playing music. I have to be honest.
I never said I was an interesting person.
And now you're not meeting my expectations, I have to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm joking.
I'll try harder.
I'm kidding.
I'll try harder. Okay. Give me 5 assumptions.
You look 24.
Oh goodness. No, I'm 25.
You're 25?
Yes.
Tomato. It's only 1 year.
True.
You give the vibe of a person who does a lot of things.
I do. I'm a pretty busy person.
Yeah, this is the kind of vibe that I'm getting now. You're sociable, but you're not super extroverted.
No. I'm an introvert, 100%.
You seem like a bit extroverted.
See, that's where the acting classes come in handy.
Ah.
Because whatever you see
Yeah.
is not real. It's just all an act.
What places have you been to since you came back?
I've been to the pyramids.
Ooh. I feel like now you're trying to be politically correct.
Me?
Yeah.
I've had it so easy this vacation. I don't know what it is, but I used to be scared to come to Egypt just because
Yeah.
of the hassle. I know I have things to do like renewing passports and just papers and all that. And I was like, oh my God, it's gonna take me forever to get things done. But suddenly, I don't know, things changed.
Tell me, how often do you promise people things? And if you do promise people things, how often do you deliver on the promise versus how often do you break your promise?
I'm big on promises. If I promise you something, I'll get it done.
Tell me, do you cook?
I do.
Oh, you do cook?
Yes.
What do you cook?
Hard-boiled eggs. It's one of my favorite things to eat.
Stop with the Korean references.
Why?
We don't eat hard-boiled eggs here.
Really?
Not as much as they eat it there.
Come on, it's Egypt. With boiling water, I could make a pretty good pasta. I love Italian food.
Do you do any fried food?
I love deep fried food, but I cannot deep fry at home. I don't know how to get rid of the oil.
Do you live on your own?
No.
Do you live with your sister?
Yes, we live
Where do you guys
together.
live?
In Korea.
You live in Korea.
Yes.
But you're here now with your sister.
No, I'm here alone. I'm staying in a city called Rahab.
I hear a lot about what is it called? Sushari?
Yes, I was
What's
there
with that?
yesterday. I don't know.
Film on TikToks?
No, I was just with my cousins. I don't film TikToks in public. Wait, yeah, what's up with that? The reputation's pretty crazy, huh? Sushari.
But it's fine. I hate it when people don't mind their own business.
Sure,
If someone is filming a TikTok, just ignore them. Don't do anything.
Right.
Don't start staring at them.
I guess people are like upset about the way I wear my hijab or
Yeah.
like the way I speak, the way I dress, the fact that I cannot speak Arabic well, that
Yeah.
kind of offends them. I also do have a lot of like sense of belonging issues because I grew up in Saudi, never lived in Egypt. I consider myself as an Egyptian, but I don't feel like I belong because of the way people treat me, like an
Yeah.
outsider. So, yeah.
I don't know, you walk on the street and you have to take what people say about you with a grain of salt. They are projecting. If they tell you that you are pretentious, that means they're probably there. I'm gonna tell you what I think in general.
Yeah.
So their men are kind of feminine.
No. Some men.
Their girls are obsessed with plastic surgery, and it's dirt cheap as far as I know, and it's very accessible there. How many have you had so far?
Me?
Yeah.
None.
You're under the pressure of doing a plastic surgery because you are there and everybody around you is doing it.
I'm scared.
Peer pressure.
I would.
I mean, no, don't do anything to your nose. Do other stuff.
Like a facial contouring surgery or like, I don't know.
Like the jawline
Yeah,
sharpening
facial
kind of thing.
contouring. You have beauty standards, you have beauty privilege. What do you call it? Pretty privilege?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy up there.
I think it's everywhere. What do you guys eat there?
Can't really eat meats there because it's not halal. We eat a lot of fish, a lot of like sushi, a lot of raw.
So I'm looking at you now, and I think of you as someone who's pretty laid back, pretty chill, easygoing. You don't get too argumentative. But
No.
probably at work, you're a different person. How would do you have employees?
Employees?
Do you have people who work for you?
No.
How would peers, employers describe you?
I think I'm pretty much of like an anxious worker. Like, oh, I need to get this done. Oh, always like running around the office. I get upset very easily if
Yeah.
things don't go my way. It's hard because when I first started working in this company,
Yeah.
we didn't really expect the amount of growth that the Middle East account was gonna have. And when it did happen, that gave me like a huge sense of responsibility
Yeah.
and like pressure to like
Sure.
continue doing good. But it hasn't even been a year for me yet. I'm still a new employee. I'm still like a newbie, but I'm working the job of like someone who's been there for years.
Would you call yourself someone who is assertive, trustworthy, decisive?
Yes.
Or would you call yourself someone who is maybe hesitant when they make decisions?
I am trustworthy, but I'm pretty much hesitant. I am indecisive.
Which is fine for a girl.
Yeah. Wait a second. What do you mean for a girl?
I mean, you can look around for a man if you want a good decision to be made.
Bad decision, that is.
No.
Girls
a
can
good
make
one.
better decisions.
In their dreams, yeah. Sure. Which sense of humor do you like better?
I like sarcasm. I like girls' sense of humor.
How does it feel when you lie right to my face?
I'm pretty honest. Most of my friends are girls, and I think they're really pretty hilarious. I feel like guys just take themselves way too seriously. It's just an ick for me.